What's up, my friend? I hope you're doing well. And in case you don't know me, my name is Chris, and I'm a composer, singer, songwriter, arranger, virtual orchestrator, and educator. And I've been writing music for many, many years now. And I remember at the beginning of my writing journey, I was constantly stuck, and I always asked myself, like, what do I do next? And I'm sure you've asked yourself that at some point in time as well. And the thing is, no one would blame you because there are just so many ways you could be writing music, writing beautiful melodies, crafting gorgeous chord progressions, mixing your tracks to making them sound as good as possible. So it really is inevitable that we become overwhelmed and frustrated at some point in time during the music making process. And no one said the music making process is easy, right? Like there are so many things that could be tripping us up. And over the years, I've heard a lot of common issues that came up for composers, including they lack a structured framework to follow while producing music to make it as efficient and enjoyable as possible. They're also overwhelmed by all the gear and the technology, so it feels deflating. Many composers have trouble transferring their ideas that they hear in their head into their DAW or notation software of choice, and so that is obviously frustrating as well. If they want to orchestrate, many composers don't actually have an understanding of the instruments they're writing for, which results in unidiomatic lines and it doesn't really sound realistic. They're unsure of how to maximize their sample libraries for realistic and convincing results, and they also lack a trusted network of peers and colleagues to really turn to and get trusted advice from on their music, so it feels like they're alone in a bubble and it's really difficult to break out of that. So logically, it would make sense that composers go out looking for answers, right? And the problem is there is just so much information out there, not to mention conflicting information. So when you're watching the 1000th YouTube video or researching the 100th sample library or browsing through every single forum you can find, you're simply just overwhelming yourself even further. And it eventually becomes a vicious cycle. And before you know it, the sun is already set, you haven't written anything, and it just feels so overwhelming all over again. Fortunately, there is some great news, and that is that making music in today's climate is easier, more convenient, and more affordable than ever before. The tools that we have at our disposal are things that we should embrace and incorporate into our workflow, and if we break them down really simply, it's relatively easy to understand and use on a regular basis to help us with our music. Over the course of my career so far, I've continued to refine my workflow, resulting in wonderful opportunities in working with artists and composers such as Tina Guo, and Catherine Dern, Stephen Malin, David Wise, Jonathan and Friends, Rumi Official, and many others. And they hire me not only to write music for them, but also to use my sample libraries to create virtual orchestrations to really take their musical ideas and enhance them and really just bring them to life using sample libraries. All that to say, if you have a simple, repeatable workflow that you can follow to create great results every time, then the doors will inevitably open up for you and you'll be able to achieve not only your own musical dreams and produce the music you hear in your head, but also help others do the same, and you can get clients and you can help them achieve their musical dreams, which is a wonderful thing as well. That's why I put together something that I think will really help you. My students needed something that they could follow step by step, a repeatable process every time that they could follow and essentially create the music they hear in their head quickly and efficiently while staying inspired, and that's exactly what I put together. Using this system, you'll be able to craft timeless melodies that people remember for decades, write gorgeous chord progressions that enhance your musical message and deliver that emotional impact, create beautiful orchestrations that bring your musical ideas to life, mix and master with confidence, polishing your tracks to that professional standard, and build your portfolio, build an audience, and begin attracting the right clients for your work. If you're ready to produce some seriously awesome orchestral music using a simple, repeatable, and creative system, this is for you. I'm so glad to share with you the Complete Composers System. The Complete Composer System is designed to tackle the three core areas of music making: composing and musical development, orchestration and arranging, and mixing and mastering. These are all fundamental skills that we need to have in order to produce the music that we hear on the radio, to hear, the professional sounding tracks that we hear in film scores and video games, and all of that is so important. The first course that comes with this system is my flagship cinematic music creation. Now, this is my entire system on how to write, produce, orchestrate, mix and master, and release your music into the world. So it's a full uncovered step-by-step process. You'll see me actually write a track from start to finish, orchestrate it, and then mix and master it, and then release it to the public. You'll also have modules on dedicated music theory, principles of orchestration, how to actually take your initial ideas and develop them. So this is really the start to finish system if you're interested in getting your compositions up and running. Maybe you're just getting started and you want that step-by-step system to follow to really help you take your ideas and bring them to reality. Now, the second course you'll receive is called Virtual Orchestration Mastery. So this is a deep dive into the world of MIDI mockups and virtual orchestration. And in this course, you're going to learn things such as the main differences between the live orchestra and sample libraries and which is better for you, how to choose the right articulations and deliver your musical message effectively, a simple way to evoke certain moods using the orchestra, and everything you need to know about MIDI CCs and massaging for realism and cohesion. I'll also throw in a topic on how you can orchestrate in various styles, including action, romance, comedy, horror, and much more. I'll also take you through a brand new example of a piece I composed, and then how I orchestrate that step by step in my DAW, and then mix and master it as well to release it into the world. The third course that comes with this system is called Composing with Color. So this course goes beyond the basics of a composing course. It doesn't just teach you how to write melodies and chord progressions, but it also takes you through how to add additional colors to your music. So we analyze different styles from all over the world. We look at examples from mainstream music to film scores and video games. And there's also a dedicated module on composer blueprints. So we take 15 of the most famous composers, film scores, video games, and we analyze what makes their styles unique and take those devices and incorporate them into your own workflow as well. And I'll also throw in a complete writing session where you can see me write a piece from start to finish. I'll explain everything I'm doing, leave no stone unturned, so you'll see my complete process there from start to finish as well. Now, to sweeten the deal even further, I wanted to throw in a couple of bonuses for you, including a custom track review, which is something that I normally charge for, but it's included in the system absolutely free. You'll also get my Freedom Behind the Album course, which does like a deep dive behind my debut album. You'll take a look at all the theory, the lyric writing, all the, the orchestration breakdown, everything like that, plus some other bonuses you'll be happy to know about. So feel free to check those out below as well. And as always, your purchase comes back with my 60-day money-back guarantee. So if you purchase and you find that you're unhappy with the material for any reason, you can simply reach out and I'll be more than happy to refund you your purchase, no questions asked. And one thing I wanted to mention is that if you have any questions along the way, you can leave them under any of the course videos and I'll be more than happy to jump in and help you answer your questions. I really want you to succeed and I truly believe in this material, so I'll do what I can to really help you along your journey and answer any questions you might have along the way. So whether that's an orchestration question or a mixing question, just find that related video in the course and then leave it as a question or a comment underneath that certain video, and I'll jump in and help you answer your questions. So you don't have to worry about anything. I'll be there to guide you every step of the way. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope you enjoyed this system as much as I did putting it together. I hope to see you on the inside, and I'll chat with you very, very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.